Let's solve this challenging problem on circle geometry. We are given this diagram and we are told EFGH is a cyclic quadrilateral. What do we mean by cyclic quadrilateral? Cyclic means circle, just as you can see. Quadrilateral is four-sided shape. You can also spot it in the shape. Now, whenever you have a four-sided shape that is drawn inside the circle, such that the vertices of the four-sided shape, these are the vertices. Whenever the vertices of the four-sided shape are touching the circumference of the circle, we call it cyclic quadrilateral, and there's a theorem. I will remind you of that. Now, in which EH, this is EH, this symbol means parallel. So this line is parallel to FG. These two lines are parallel. As you can see, this arrow has shown that they are parallel, and it also talks about something. EG and FH, EG, this is EG, this line, and FH, this is FH. That means these two lines are chords, and a chord is simply a line that runs from one part of the circle to the other, but does not pass through the center. So this is a chord. This is a chord. If it passes through the center, it becomes a diameter. So these two lines are chords. Now, we also told if angle FHE, when you say this, the angle is on the second letter, the middle letter. So the angle at FHE, let's go back, FHG, that's the angle at H here, is given as 42. So this angle is 42. Then we also told angle EFH, this angle here, EFH, go back, EFH. That means this angle here is given as 34 degrees. The question is asking us, calculate the value of angle HEG. How do we do that? Don't worry, I'll take you through that. It's just so easy. Let's do it together. HEG, this is H, this is E, this is G. It means this is the part of the angle we want to find. Now, how do you do this? How do you find this? Now, what we need to do is to remember some theorems. Let me help you to remember some of them. If you look at this, remember the question said that this angle here measures 42. And there is this theorem that says, for any time you have a circle drawn, and the part of the circle you know is what we call arc. This is what we call arc, this. Now, when this arc of a circle makes an angle at any part of the circumference, did you see? And the same arc again makes another angle at any part of the circumference, we say that these two angles it's made here are the same. So if here is X, here is also X. What do we call this? We call it angles in the same segment. Now, how does this help us in answering this? If you look at this, you observe that this, just watch, this is the arc. Did you see? This arc GF made this angle at the circumference. Did you see it? And the same arc made another angle. Watch, it made this angle again at the circumference. If you obey what we stated here, it means that this angle here and this are the same. So automatically this angle here becomes 42. So let's name it. Let's name this angle. It means that angle, so let's take this part off. It means that angle FEG, angle FEG is also the same as 42 degrees. What is your reason? The angles in the same segment. Now, what other information do we need? Remember, the question is asking us to find this. Now, is it possible for us to find, if you watch, you also see it is this arc HG. Did you see? This arc is what makes this angle at the circle. Just follow the arc. Did you see? The arc here makes this angle we are looking for at the circumference. And the same arc also made the same angle here. Did you see? So it means if we can get this angle here, is also the same with what we have here. Now, how do we do that? Let's remember that the question stated that these two lines here are parallel. And if they are parallel, there is this angle you need to remember. For every parallel lines, whenever you have a Z angle drawn, they are said to be equal. So if here is X, here is also X. We call this alternate angle, and they are always equal. They are formed on parallel lines. Now, if you go back, you see that this line has made a Z angle. Did you see? It's made a Z angle. And what you have here should be equal with what should be here, obeying what we have stated here. So if this is true, if this angle we are looking for, if we label it X, it means that this angle here is also the same with what should be here, which is X. Now, what do you do next? Observe carefully, we said that this angle we are looking for is the same with what is here. So in that case, we are going to still write it X because they are angles in the same segment. So if here is X, here is X, you notice that this part has formed a triangle. Did you see? So let's bring out this triangle out and see if it helps us to get the value of the angle we are looking for. So if you do that, this is what we have. This is the triangle, and this length here measures 42. The whole of this angle here measures 34 plus X, and this part measures X. And this has formed a triangle. Remember, all the angles in a triangle sum to 180. So it means we are going to now have 34 plus X plus 42 plus X should be equal to 180 degrees. Simplify this. X add X is 2X. We have 2X. Add this, it gives you, this will give us 6. We have 76 is equal to 180. To get X, subtract 76 from both sides. So let's take it up to half. So we now have, this will subtract, we have 2X is equal to, subtract this, it gives us 104. Now to get X, what do? Divide both sides by the coefficient. And when you do that, this gives us X is equal to, divide this, it gives you 52 degrees. So the value of X is 52. And if X is 52, you see that it is the same X that is here. So it means that the angle we are looking for, which is angle HEG, is equal to 52 degrees as an answer. And I hope you learned something. Don't forget to tell us how much, like, share. I'll also be curious to see your own method. Thank you for choosing to lecture us. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Have a lovely day. Bye.